Everybody, this is Rebecca Carter-Reaves with warm greetings from the state of Georgia on a cold day. Today we're going to be talking about professional counseling skills as it relates to our text in Granello and Young, chapter 8. And we were asked to view 3 videos and then answer some questions in relation to those. The first thought was, is this the way we would anticipate a counseling session going? And based on my knowledge and information and experience over the years, I feel like all 3 of them were pretty traditional counseling sessions with some similarities and some differences. All of them were client focused. All of the counselors were attentive to the clients and their needs. I noticed some differences in body language with the clients. The one in the first video on brainstorming leaned more into the client, and just his body language just reflected more attentiveness. I think all of them, though, overall did a good job. In relation to our text and some of the counseling strategies that were used, in the brainstorming, I think he did a real good job of using paraphrasing as well as reflection. Reflecting both on feelings and on the meaning of the client's session. He nodded frequently with encouragement and, used the word yes sometimes just to reassure the client that he was in the game with him. And what I really liked on that one is that at the end he summarized what some of their ideas were as they were ending their session, to kind of move forward, making sure that they were both kind of on the same page and understood each other. In the second video on homesick, this counselor did a really good job of encouraging with her tone and inflection, and she used and yes and nodded frequently. She also asked open-ended questions, encouraging the client to respond back. I did notice that in her paraphrasing, she used a lot of descriptive words that maybe were not in line with specifically what the client was saying, but was kind of leading the client more than letting the client use those words. In the third video, dancing or helping, this counselor also nodded, not as frequently, but was responsive to the client. He used open-ended questions and reflection of feelings, and was very encouraging. I think maybe more emphasis, my thoughts are that maybe more emphasis on the emotions and the feelings that the client was talking about. I think he continued going back to the specifics of the dancing and what that was, and she was using a lot of emotions and feelings, and I think maybe he was not focusing on those as much. I saw the main difference I saw in them, though, was more the body language and then the way they used the reflection and the paraphrasing. The only question that I maybe have with the counselor for the video of homesick, she used encouraging a lot, but she also was nodding and saying yes and a lot, even during the time that the client was talking, and I'm just not sure. It was distracting to me, and so I'm trying to kind of decide if that's too much of the good stuff, or is that a positive? Is that what's encouraged? So maybe some feedback on that. Thank you very much.